but I wanted to know, you've been rapping for a while, you're really doing your thing. So, but how
Hmm.
did you start? I mean, I know you grew up in Queens, but what inspired you? What made you know I want to be an MC?
Um, what made me want to be an MC? In high school, watching the dudes rap at the lunch table.
For real?
Yeah, yeah. Like I used to watch them dudes rapping. They be beating on the table and
Uh-huh.
rapping, and they had the whole crowd around them, and it was just so dope to me. Like I wanted to be a part of it.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I never got to be a part of it because I sucked.
Now, are
I
you sure
sucked
you
in high
sucked, or
school.
were you just maybe you were shy?
I
To
was shy. Yeah, that's one thing I didn't really let anybody hear me rap back then. And then plus I sucked. Like I wasn't good. I'm gonna keep it real with myself. Most
Okay.
artists, rappers, listen, if you're watching this right now and you're just starting out, you probably suck. That's all I'm gonna say. It takes time to develop your skill.
Right. Right.
Nobody comes out box rapping like Eminem.
Right.
Nobody comes out rapping like Jay-Z.
Right.
You have to work towards that
Yeah.
to become who you are, what you are. So yeah, I suck. And that's why I never made it to the table.
You never made it to the lunch
No, I never
table.
made it to the lunch table. I made it stand there and watch. I never got to sit down and rap.
Okay.
But I started writing back then. That was when I started writing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't really know how to structure anything. I just wrote run
Okay.
on raps. It'd be like I write raps that be like the length of my term paper or something like that. So yeah, I had to polish myself and get into it. But that's what made me do it.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I loved hip hop. I was
Right.
listening to it from day one. I would sit home and listen to all the albums and recite all these lyrics. So I knew how to recite the lyrics just as well
Wow.
as the artist that I was listening
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
or if even better.
Okay.
So I had the passion and I had the love for it, and it was just me getting into it, jumping both 2 feet in.
Right. And especially growing up in Queens, you're right there in New York.
Yeah,
Like that's Mecca. That's where it all began.
yeah,
So you got to learn from the best though. You got to learn from the best.
yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
artists that were out that I grew up listening to, and yeah, they were the best to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And you grow up right in the heart of it. So now, okay, so that was high school though, but I'm going further back. Like as a little kid, were you into it?
The little kid, yeah, I used to listen to it. I was a listener as a little
Right,
kid.
right, right.
I've been around since hip hop started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thanks to my older brother, like he was there to play the music for me to hear it to fall in love with it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So if he
Right.
wasn't there, I probably would have been listening to whatever my mother was listening to,
Okay.
or my older sister or whatever. Um, my pops didn't really play too much music. He was
Okay.
too busy working.
Right.
Um, you know, when I was younger, I would just listen. I would record radio shows with the radio, Mr. Magic radio
Yeah.
show.
Wow.
Like I remember Saturday nights just sitting. I used to record over my brother's tapes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And he had tapes like his TDK tapes and
Yeah.
Maxwell tapes with his music on it. I'd record over them what I want to put on it.
Okay.
And I used to even that was my first time recording myself when I was probably about maybe 5 or 6 years old. I would take the
Wow.
headphones. I would take the headphones from the and plug it into the mic jack,
Okay.
and I used one side of it, and it was a microphone.
Oh, all
And
right.
I used to record myself. I hated how my voice sounded.
Really?
Yeah, that was the first time. That was like my first recording. That was my first time rapping, probably about 5, 6 years old.
Okay. No.
Trying
Oh
it.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I can see that. You 5 years old. I can see that. Okay. All right.
I could still picture myself laying on the floor in front of the radio. Doing
Yeah.
it.
Wow. Beginnings. Well, everybody has their beginnings, and you've developed and you grew into what you're doing now.
Yeah.
I give you credit for really for making it happen and being
Thank
true
you.
to your art. True to yourself. Because it's crazy because like I said, you're one of my favorite MCs. Period.
Thank you.
Mainstream or otherwise, and I'm someone that I grew up with hip hop. I'm a hip hop head, so that's important to me because you when it comes to music, sometimes people feel, oh well, you're only relevant if you're like this A-list celebrity. No, you're relevant if you're good at what you do, and people are really feeling your album. They're really feeling
Right.
they're feeling what you do. So you're
Right.
you're a great artist, regardless. It doesn't matter. And people are hearing you though because I know you're being played all over. You're being played in Canada.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
being,
They definitely have me on rotation in Canada.
it's nice.
It's everywhere. Like when I check my Spotify, they have a thing called Spotify for artists, where you get to check your numbers and where you're
Okay.
being played, which playlist you're being put on. And I have like a lot of people overseas are listening to my music.
Yeah.
Norway, Denmark,
Wow.
a lot of Canada. It's like it's shocking. It's like the numbers are consistent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not they're just there 1 week and then they disappear. No, it's consistently there. Like
Wow.
also Norway is like my #1 streaming city in the world for I don't give a fuck.
Really?
Yeah. And it's been #1 for like quite a few months.
Wow, that's amazing. See, that's how you know it's real, because if people in Norway are feeling you, and you said the numbers are consistent, so that's real. Those are real streams, by the way. That's real organic streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's genuine.
And what's happening is like this the streams that is gaining because Spotify has me in their algorithmic playlist.
Okay. Wow.
So that's why like when you get put in a Spotify playlist, it's like it's not by accident. Spotify it's something where they'll pick you up, and once you get in the algorithm, you don't leave. You're in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just your performance, how you perform. Like if your song, they put you on one playlist and you start performing well on there,
Yeah.
they'll put you on more playlists. Right now, I'm on like 5 of them.
Wow. Okay.
On Spotify, just
Okay.
Spotify algorithmic playlists. That's not including the other 3,000 like regular people that just have me on their playlist.
Okay.
Yeah. So once it gets on the Spotify algorithmic playlist and it starts doing well, people are saving it, they're replaying it, they're not skipping it.
Right.
They start adding it to more.
Wow.
And it's showing and I'm watching my numbers, the percentage is growing up. Like I'd say 2 months ago, 26% of all my streams was coming from the Spotify algorithmic playlist. Now it's at 31%.
Okay. All right.
So the numbers are going up.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing they're putting me in more of their playlists.
Wow.
Because it started with 2. It was the weekly joint, Discover Weekly.
Okay. Okay.
And it was
that's one of their biggest playlists. Even I know
Yeah.
that. That's one of their really biggest ones.
It really is. And it's catered to people.
Okay.
It's specifically catered to people. So it's like your Discover Weekly will be different than mine.
Oh, all right.
You know what I'm saying?
All
But
right.
it's catered to people. So it's popping up in a lot of people's playlists. And there's another one. I forgot the other one.
Dream Big.
But it was just those 2 for a long time.
Yeah.
Now
yeah.
it's at 5 of them.
That's what's up. So that that's great that you have a way where you can really see how your music is touching people, how it's really reaching people, because you can be, as an artist, you can be by yourself and not knowing, well, how is it really doing?
Right. And that's another thing that like with the song, from a lot of the streams, the people that are hearing it on Spotify, they're looking for the video on YouTube.
Okay.
Because when I look through the comments now, my comment section, you see a lot of people that says, "Hey, I'm here from Spotify. I'm here from Spotify. I'm here from Spotify."
Oh, all right.
So
Okay.
yeah.
That's what. See, these are the behind the scenes type things.
And that's how I find out about the people that's across seas, because they leave comments. Hey, I'm from Norway. Showing love from Norway. Salute. Showing love from here. Showing love from there. If you just go through the comment section on that video and read them comments, and you'll see what's going on.
That's real. That's real love. That and that's funny that you're saying Norway, Canada, and Australia, whatever. Like, it's funny because sometimes with hip hop, I never heard from like mainstream MCs have been around for years. They get shown more love overseas, in Europe and overseas everywhere. Sometimes more than here. It's almost like they have more of an appreciation.
They do. It's like they appreciate the original hip hop where it started. They appreciate the birth of hip hop where it started.
Right.
Even though they may not say the Bronx or in New York City, they'll say in America.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? United States. That's where hip hop started for them. That's where it started. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they love it, and they're highly drawn to it. Hip hop is bigger way across seas than it is. I mean, it's big over here. It does well, but like to be a mainstream artist like a Drake or a Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? They do really, really well. But, artists on the come up, they can do well. They can be doing very well across seas. They may walk outside and go around the corner and nobody knows them, but let them get on the plane and go land in Glasgow, Ireland somewhere, and they're like, oh my God, Sticks Diamond Eyes.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
That's real. That's really true. That's great, because you're moving on. You and so I expect to see you one day doing tours out there. Like, why not? People are feeling your music. You can see where they're feeling it. And they really they show real, like you said, real respect for the culture. I think they really appreciate the culture.
Yeah, they do. They do. They definitely do.
Yeah. sometimes I think we take it for granted here because here it's just, oh, that's everybody. We feel, oh, everybody here raps. Well, we
Right.
sometimes don't have, maybe not as much of an appreciation
Right,
for
right.
true artists.
Yeah, I feel like as Americans, Americans appreciate up until a certain point, and then it's like that's it after that. I don't care anymore. That was last year. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
And that's it. And they don't care about anybody else. Like you come up with a London rapper. What London rapper? Get the hell out of here. London looks some rap.
Right.
You don't want to hear that neither.
Right.
Just disgruntled. Just be happy.
Disgruntled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But that I know that probably really makes you feel good as an
No, it
artist.
definitely does. Because I mean, like, there was a point in time when I remember making music, and it was like, how am I gonna? Who's gonna listen to it?
Mm-hmm.
How am I gonna get anybody to hear it? You know,
Right.
I remember shooting a video, my very first video. I shot it and I had it. This was before YouTube.
Okay.
And it was on a disc.
Wow.
And I'm like,
A disc.
only people that got to see that video was, I mean, I have it on YouTube now, but
Yeah.
the only people that got to see that video was they came to my house and I'm like, hey, you want to watch my music video? Put the DVD in it. Let's watch my video right here.
Right.
All right. That was my views.
Yeah.
But it was only who would come to my house, and I didn't really have a whole bunch of people in my house. I don't have a bunch of people in my house.
Right.
So
So tell everybody what that video is.
that was the what video was that? Get that money, something like that.
Yeah.
Get that money.
Early Sticks Diamondeyez.
Yeah, it's very early.
Yeah, but it's up there. I've seen it. It's dope. It's a great. It's a
thanks.
dope song. It's a dope video.
Yeah, you'll see it. It's on the channel. It's like it's at the bottom. I mean, it's only at the bottom because it's the first video, you know.
Right.
So.
So,
Yeah,
but,
that's
and the other thing I know about you, like I know you're very on top of, you're very aware of about your business, like having all your owning the rights to your music and the publishing, copywriting. How did you learn all of that? Because I know for a lot of independent artists, there's a lot of things they might not know, and it,
self-taught.
Self-taught. Okay.
Wanted to know how to do it. Had to, I wanted to know. I wanted to learn how to get paid for my music. So I found out. I taught myself.
Like self-taught. That's
You can teach yourself too. I mean, it's not hard. All you got to do is just have the want and the will to have the information.
Yeah.
And once you have the want and the will to have the information, you'll go get it. You'll go seek it if you really want it.
True. And that's great. And so because you own the rights to your music, you own the masters, which is actually a big deal. Because even for like some mainstream artists, not all of them own the masters.
Well, that's because they're signed to labels.
Okay.
And when an artist signs to a label, the first thing that the label wants is, hey, let me get your music.
Wow.
Let me own this. That's because that's their power. That's where they get their money. They control the royalties and things like that.
Okay.
And now I mean they give like the 360 deal, so they get a piece of everything.
Okay.
If you fail at making music and you go out on the street and start selling peanuts, they want a peanut. They want to cut it. That's what 360 deals are. They want a piece of everything.
Okay.
So anything like once you sign a record label deal, if you have you're signing a 360 deal, anything that comes from entertainment after you sign this contract, they get a piece of it because they're saying, we brought you to the forefront. We putting you in the light in front of people. For those that don't know what 360 deals are, pay attention. This is a jewel. This is a diamond that I'm dropping. So it's like, we're bringing you to the forefront of people. Nobody would know about you if it wasn't for us. So anything you do after this, we want a piece of.
Wow. That's
That's
crazy.
a 360 deal.
Okay. Wow, that's deep. And I'm glad that you are not doing that. You're aware of that,
It's too smart for that.
As an artist, you have to. And it's crazy because, as an artist, I mean, the label can give you that push. And I'm not against labels, but I'm just saying, if it was a 360 deal, they can give you that push and maybe you might get a little more fame, but you may not make any money. So
Not really, especially with their hand in your pocket.
Right.
And if you add another pocket, they're going to have another hand in there.
That's true.
They're going to have a hand in every pocket you have.
Wow.
I'm going to get you a pair of cargo jeans. They're going to have a hand in every pocket.
That's crazy. So I mean, you have it on Spotify. You've done the business. You have it on all the streaming devices, and you made CDs. Like for example, like you sell your CD at what is it, $9.99 or it's $10. that all goes to you and no one else. You don't have to worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Well, of course, IRS, if y'all listening, I pay taxes on the streaming.
Okay. So you're definitely about your business, paying taxes and everything. No, that's what's up.
You have to pay taxes on that. All of that is taxed. It's,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
going through a distributor, and for the distributor to give you your money, they want to say, hey, you got to fill out these forms so we can tax you. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think that's great. That's I mean, that's something that other artists can learn from you. Just by your example. Even you're like, okay, well, that guy Sticks is on top of his stuff, so I got to be on top of mine.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be in this and consider yourself a serious artist, you have to be on top of your business. If you're not on top of your business, you'll just be getting kicked around and screwed around, and
right.
That's it.
Right. And I know, and I know you've performed, you've done a lot. A lot of people, you've done a lot that people don't necessarily know. Like I know that you've opened up for Craig G. You're cool with Craig G. And for people that don't know, Craig G of the legendary Juice Crew, also from Queens. And so you did a show earlier this year with Craig G.
Yeah, it was me, Craig, and Gatekeeper from the Gravediggers.
Right. Right.
Fuquan. Shout out to them. OGs, legends.
So these are the things like that's not everybody gets to do that. That's like you're a true MC to do that. People need to know.
Yeah, especially with Craig. Craig. Craig is not a yes man. He's not gonna just
right,
pull anybody into a situation or put anybody in a position. He's a he's a very picky person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's not just gonna be friends with everybody and just okay, yes, everybody.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And basically, it's like co-sign people. He's not gonna just co-sign everybody. So it's like for him to bring me on, even though he's not like my man Sticks Diamondeyez here, but he's like he's going to the people and he's getting me on the show. That's a co-sign.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Because like I said, he doesn't just co-sign anybody.
Right. Yeah. Right. He's Craig G. Of course not. Yeah. So that says a lot about you, and that's cool for me too. Just even like as a hip hop fan, I'm like, wow, I know somebody that's like cool with Craig G because I listen to Craig G. You know what I mean? Like it's what's up. It's what's up. So I was gonna ask also, so you have a show coming out, and so I'll need to ask, like, do you find it difficult sometimes, like some people, they want artists to perform, but they don't necessarily want to pay them, or is that like an issue, like, does that come up sometimes, with performing and getting shows?
Well, it could possibly be an issue. I mean, if you see me performing somewhere, you know what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to get paid. I will get paid. I will not go into a venue to stand on the stage and perform for anyone for songs that I own, that I'm making money off of, that I'm collecting royalties from. For someone else to make money from me coming in there and putting in some work, it's not going to happen. You're going to pay me.
Right. You're not, you're doing a job. You're doing,
I'm doing a job. I'm providing a service. You're using my time.
True. Very true. And especially, I understand when people are just starting out, you got to get shows however you can get them.
Right. I mean, you have to, what do they call it?
Pay your dues.
Pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? I paid mine.
Right, definitely.
Paid mine.
Yeah.
So now it's time, for things to switch. Because once you get, if you're known to be the guy that doesn't get paid, doesn't want to get paid, but actually get paid. Okay. If you're known to be the guy that go out and start selling tickets all over the place, and every show you do, hey, give me a handful of tickets and let me go sell these tickets. And if you don't sell all them tickets, you ain't gonna get but 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with that.
Right.
I did my work. I sat down, I bought my beats, I wrote this song, I paid to go to the studio, I mixed, I mastered, I put it together, I made videos, I put it out. Now, I'm not going to do all of that. I already put out a bunch of money. I'm not going to give you any more money. I'm not going to give you money so I can go up here and rap it.
Right.
I already put out enough money.
Yeah. And like you said, you have paid your dues. You know, like we said, we understand. You know, when you're first starting out, but you know, there gets to be a point, and you have paid your dues. You
Right.
know, so it's
Right.
what it is.
Right.
You're at that level, and you deserve it. You know, you're an artist.
You have to take your artistry serious. If you don't take
True.
your artistry serious, nobody's gonna take your artistry serious for you.
Yeah, that's true.
They're just gonna take it for what they can take it for.
That's true. People will do what you let them. People will do what you let them. Very true. Very true. So what would you say to like a young person, or real young person coming up saying, "Hey, Sticks, I want to rap." What type of advice would you give them?
I don't give a fuck. I tell them, you just gotta stay dedicated, stay focused, write constantly. I mean, I know it sounds redundant. That's what everybody says to artists, but that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was younger and I heard people say that to me, yo, keep writing. I used to be like, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Everybody say that shit.
Right.
But that's what you have to do.
Right.
Remember when I said earlier, I wasn't able to make it to that lunch table?
Yeah.
Because I sucked. I wasn't at that point yet.
Okay.
This Sticks when I'd fucking slay all of them fucking kids that was rapping. Yeah. So you have to keep writing. You have to keep honing your skill. If you don't do it, you're not going to grow. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can freestyle all day. If you're a freestyler, freestyling is cool. Can you freestyle a whole song with a hook? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you can, right. Freestyling is not going to get you to the top of the world. It's not. I know Snoop will get on the song on his album, and he'll freestyle a whole song.
Yeah.
That's one song out of 15, 16. Mm-hmm. The other shit he wrote, those are the hits.
That's a good point.
Every song Snoop freestyles one song. Every album. I said, well, every song. Every album, Snoop freestyles a song.
I never thought about that.
Listen to the first album, The Shiznit. That's a whole freestyle.
Okay.
The second album, I can't recall it. Every album, he does a freestyle. He freestyles a song, every album. I don't know if he's still doing it. I haven't really listened to a whole Snoop Dogg album since, for quite a while. But, yeah, he was freestyling whole songs in the beginning.
That's cool.
But you have to keep writing. You have to keep rehearse. You have to rehearse. If you have a performance, don't just rely on, I know the lyrics. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may know the lyrics. You know how to perform those lyrics.
Okay, yeah.
Standing in front of a microphone, rapping, is different than getting on the stage and rapping. Because now you have to, unless you're just going to be a boring performer and just stand in one spot, you have to move. Your energy is different because you have people. You may have a mix of nervousness with anxiety and, excitement, and your breathing is different. You have to learn how to control all of this. Your body's going through a whole bunch of different things at one time. Right, you have to learn how to control it. And it will show itself. It can show in your voice. And your voice can quaver. It can quake. You got to be able to control that. Okay. Control them butterflies. Be able to learn how to breathe. You may be able to rap the song in the studio and have these breathing points. I don't know. Me, I'm like this because my lyrics, my songs be high intense. Yeah. So, but you can have breathing points rapping it and standing in front of a microphone. But now when you're moving and you're putting out more energy, you can have different breathing points. Okay. Or you got to take faster, deeper breaths, harder because you're rapping, you're moving, you're in action. Right. You gotta breathe quicker. Interesting. That's so a good point. Everything is all part of it. The breathing is like if you when you're breathing in, you can't talk out. So you got to breathe quick to get out quick. Okay. That's just me anyway. That's how I do mine. Yeah. I don't know about everybody else. I know me. So if you're gonna take any advice from me, that's what you're gonna get. Right. So you have to, artists, you stay writing, stay rehearse. Don't think that, hey, I know the lyrics, because you go on stage and look like a damn fool. Okay. I have a lot of footage in my phone of a lot of damn fools on stage. Okay. Yeah. Don't ever tell the DJ, hey, start that over. Oh, no. You just let it go. And you try to catch up and recoup. You never start over. Right. And, because I've seen you a few times before. I've seen you, and like I said, you know what you're doing. You're an MC. And that's coming from someone, like I said, like I'm no kid. I've been around, so I've been watching hip-hop shows since forever, and you know what you're doing. And it's funny because, like,
as an MC, you're a vocalist. You're talking about it, but you're talking about breathing and everything else. Just like a singer, you're a vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be aware of all those things. And so what do you remember? You must remember the first time that you ever did a show. What was it like?
I mean, I have some early shows. I can't remember.
Okay.
My first performance, I flopped.
Okay.
I was super excited.
Yeah.
I stripped my shirt off. Threw the mic down, stripped my shirt off. I think I started gangbanging on stage. I don't know.
Well, at least you didn't bore the crowd. I mean,
yeah, I didn't shoot anybody.
You didn't, but I mean, you didn't. They pop. At least you had some energy.
Yeah,
but...
it was actually a contest for Mountain Dew.
Really?
Yeah.
For what though? Like,
I don't know. This is forever ago.
Contest for Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I think it was to win a bunch of Mountain Dew. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't win though. Thank God, because I'd probably still be drinking Mountain Dew.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that's like my earliest. I mean, as far as perform like rapping on the stage. Like,
yeah.
You know, I have earlier memories of being on the stage, but it wasn't rapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait a minute, being on the stage.
Yeah, but that's like little school stuff, acting. We're not gonna get into that. I'm rapping, not an actor.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. But so definitely. Okay. So definitely, you got your show coming up, and tell everybody again where that show is.
The show was at the VFW in Fall River, Massachusetts. It's at, I believe, 625 Bedford Street, Bedford Avenue. I don't know. Check my my Facebook page. You'll see the flyer.
Yeah.
I can't recall it off the top of my head right now, but it's in Bedford Avenue in Fall River, December 31st. Make sure you're in the building. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, New Year's Eve. Check out Diamondeyez. You ain't got nothing better to do. Check out some real MC and Diamondeyez.
Definitely.
And so any last shout outs? Anything else you want to bless us with?
I want to shout out my dog Diamond.
Okay. All right.
Shout out my brother Dash Dillinger. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the homie Boss Greed. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my homie CeeLo the Don. You know what I mean? My brothers out there. Salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Messy Ty. Shout out to all the people that's checking in, watching this right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Patma. Shout out to Trill TV, Trill Radio, TV. Shout out to Boston Free Radio for allowing us to come in here and do the interview, setting us up with the beautiful production and all of that. Yeah. Love the lights, love the plants. It's a great touch. I will be back.
Yes, definitely. You better come back. You got to come in first with all this new stuff, because I know you got some new fire. You teased us with a couple little things, and then you snatched it back, so we got to wait for your next project.
Oh, I got to let people know that,
All right.
Because people may not see me releasing anything right now and be like, oh, his sticks, he fell off. People start talking like that.
People real quick to talk. Oh, it's been a week since I heard a new Stick song.
Exactly.
He done fell off. He quit. No.
Yeah, like they just want you to. People just want you to write. You just sit there all day. Okay, song. Put it out. Do it again. That's what they want.
Well, they're fiending for Diamondeyez.
Well, guess what? Y'all gonna keep fiending.
Well, I'm fiending too.
It ain't coming until it's done.
All right, but don't wait too long. What?
You don't go pull a piece of chicken out the pot before it's done frying and eat it, do you?
No.
Because it's raw.
Right.
So you're going to get a cooked, finished product from Sticks.
All right. But don't just give us a couple little singles here and there.
When it's done.
Oh, when it's done. And you got coming on Trill Radio. Yeah, you're coming for another interview right here on Trill TV. So thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in. And thank you, Diamondeyez. And he will be back. But everybody, definitely check out the Pharaoh's Prophecies by Diamondeyez.
Sure.